investor, actually a Bootstrap Real Estate Investor, and I am heading to the courthouse today. Today's a beautiful Monday morning. It's 9 a.m. and we got the trash man behind us. Woo! Yeah, the trash man out doing his job. You gotta love that. Doing his job. Look at that beautiful piece of machinery. Awesome. So I'm out there going to the courthouse to pick up some probate leads, and this damn thing has not been working. This thing, I got it as a gift, and it falls off when I'm like driving. Let's see if this thing works. If this doesn't stay. All right, good. We're good here. We're good now. If I hit a speed bump or something like that, it goes flying. It makes me so mad. All right, so today's little episode is about not running over your trash can when you're pulling out of the driveway. Oh my gosh. So instead, we just drive over the neighbor's yard like this, because they're gone at work, and that's how we do it. There we go. Next time I gotta remember not to put the trash can right behind my vehicle, because I'm not gonna get out. All right, just disconnected from my Wi-Fi as I'm driving away from my house. So here we go. Today's little episode is know what you're doing, or know why. I can't even talk. I don't even know what this episode's about. Know why you're doing what you're doing, so you don't get confused or lost along the way. And that's definitely what's happened here. So I'm in my mind, I'm all just garbaged up. I'm all garbled up, just like trying to figure this one out. So my original intent of why I got into real estate was to be able to have cash flow. My goal is to have $5,500 a month coming in passive income, so that I don't have to worry about working anymore. That's my freedom day. Right now we are roughly about $2,700 a month, in passive income, which for me is great. I love that. But I still got to hustle because it doesn't cover my nut. I still have, bills and expenses and things like that I have to pay for. And so fortunately, the way we do business is we get a down payment on the property, and then we also get cash flow as we sell our finances. So the down payments have been subsidizing our income for the lack of cash flow. And so my goal was like, I'm going to have 25 properties. I'm going to have 25 to 30 properties, all cash flowing on average about $200 a month, and that's going to give me my $55,000 to $6,000 a month little window of money, and I'm free. I'm free. So with that, I'm like, yeah, I can do this. So right now we're about 15, 16 properties. I don't know exactly how many as of the home we just picked up last week, but that's where we're at on these properties. And so it's hard, man. I picked up 2 properties last month. I picked up 2 properties the month before. No, I take that back. I picked up 1 the month before, and I did an assignment of seller financing contract to somebody else. But anyway, got paid a little something on that. But so anyway, I digress. It's difficult to get these properties. I mean, one by one, these onesies and these twosies. Getting properties every month is not a problem, but building it up over time so I can meet my monthly cash flow goal is the challenge. And so I have set a goal for 8. Why do I live in the United States of America and I can't drive around 2 blocks without my connectivity saying, I'm sorry, you have no connectivity? This is ridiculous. Okay, first world problems, I swear. So I got an 18-month window. I'll do it in 18 months. I might even do it in less than 18 months. At the rate that we're going right now, we'll be able to do this. Here's where I got lost, though. For me, it's always been about cash flow. At least in my mind, I want to have this cash flow. But along the way, I got, you know what? I got this property. I got this property. I tell everyone, I'm like, yeah, I got 17 properties now. I'm cash flowing $200 a month. So for me, it became this ego trip of like, oh, look at all these properties that I have, instead of look at how much money I'm cash flowing. Because these last 2 deals that I did, I had the opportunity on both of them to do a completely radical shift, a completely different strategy, something I have not done before. I'm a little bit scared. That's why I didn't do it. I'm a little bit uncertain about the outcome. But more importantly, it's challenging my belief about real estate. I'm this collector now. I'm not an investor, I'm a collector. I'm collecting these properties that are giving me some cash flow. Yeah, it's great. But for me, it's been more of an idea of collecting these properties so I can say, yeah, I own these properties, instead of saying, you know what, I control these properties. That's the key difference. That I'm hitting that wall in my mind. I'm like, come on, dude, get past this. Because here's the point. Here's the complete point. These last 2 deals, I'm cash flowing $220 on one of them and $390 on the other. So it's not a bad deal. No, I take that back. I'm 220 on one. I would have been 390, but this person's going to put $60,000 down, and they wanted a lower monthly payment. So I think I might only cash flow like again another 220. So we'll call them 220 a piece. So I'm 440. Okay, 440 a month in cash flow. Not bad. The down payment, that's 60. I'm not going to see any of that. Maybe a grand or two, because there's a lot of there's a second mortgage that needs to be taken care of, that needs to be satisfied, because it's a lien with the city, and the city's going to want that. If I have the money, I must better well just go ahead and pay that. Just do that thing. So anyway, here I am struggling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to make this thing work. I got to get the $40,000 to the city. I got to do this, and then like it's a deferred interest loan anyway. So I think I'm actually have to come out of pocket. It's like $57,000, which reminds me I gotta call the city right now, so after I do this video and figure this all out. So I'm like, oh come on, man, why is this so difficult? No wonder, not everyone does real estate, because it's like these challenges. And then all of a sudden, I decided I want to drive down the freeway with my clean windshields. Hope no one's behind me like, this guy's spraying me. So here's the deal. I had the opportunity to do both of these properties where I could just cash flow both of them combined at roughly $3 grand a month combined, instead of my 440. And I'm like, but what if all these things happen? It's a very specific strategy that I've never done before. I've heard about it. I've hired a coach. He's going to walk me through the process, but I'm scared. I'm like, I don't know. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if all this stuff happens and I end up losing the property? And his point to me is like, so you lose the property. Big deal. Go get another one. And I'm like, you see, I don't want to lose these properties, because I'm associated with the image of owning these properties. He's like, it's not about owning property, Ryan. Get off that mindset. It's about controlling property and collecting the cash flow on those properties that you can control. And here's the thing. Of these properties that you control, there are chances in the future, not today, but there are chances in the future where you can still own these properties and still cash flow them, and you might even get these properties free and clear. And I'm like, what? He's like, yes, I have gotten properties using this strategy free and clear. Completely free and completely clear. No lien attached to them whatsoever, just given to me by the banks. And I'm like, this guy's crazy, man. He's like token up here, like, yeah, the banks gave me these properties for free. They saw who I was and they just loved me. And I'm like, this guy is so high as a kite right now. But anyway, I'm just making fun of the guy. He's an amazing real estate investor. But again, it's not about what he's doing. It's about my mindset, about who I am. And this is what Bootstrap is all about. The reason why we bootstrap this is because we got to kick ourselves in the ass and get rid of these stupid mindsets that we have, these dumb ideas that are stuck in our head, and they confine us. These are our own walls, our own prison. And for me right now, this is a prison. This is a battle that I am fighting. Like for you might be watching this like, no brainer, man. $440 a month versus $3,000 a month? Dude, do it. At $3,000 a month, these two deals, you would have crushed your goal. You would have smashed your goal of $5,500. You would have been done, a home run, game over. Hit the playa, go to the beach. And here I am struggling, like, I got $440 a month. I got to figure out how I'm going to pay the second mortgage to the city, because they're going to foreclose on the property if I don't do this. And like, oh, shit, dude, I got all this stuff that's just going crazy. So anyway, don't get lost along the way. Have very clear and defined goals about what you're looking to do in your business. And so for me, it's understanding, what is my priority? Is my priority to collect property? i.e., get it, own it, seller finance it, collect the down payment, collect a monthly rent on it, monthly income, monthly payment, whatever you want to call it? Or is it cash flow? Now, I'm still owning most of these properties. Like, I can still own these two properties and still do this strategy and cash flow the $3 grand all day long. Now, if I partner with a guy, we'd split that 15 a piece. 15 to me, 1,500 to me, 1,500 to him, and that's it. And so it's like, okay, that's the strategy. So it's like, what am I going to do at the end of the day? Am I going to be a collector, or am I going to be an investor? Am I going to collect these properties and say I own 17 properties, and next month I'm going to say I'm owe 19 properties? Or am I going to be an investor and I'm going to say, you know what? I got cash flow coming in, $5,500 a month. I don't even need to worry about my bills anymore. Everything else is gravy. So I got to get right with my mind. And I'm telling you this so that when you get started and you start building your business, that you're right in your mind about why you're doing what you're doing. Do not lose track of your goal, because along the way, you're going to have this shiny object syndrome. You're going to have this thing that's going to come and think you're like, hey, I'm going this direction. And like, whoop. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to go this way a little bit. And then it's going to be very difficult to get back because you become comfortable going this direction. And that's exactly where I'm at. So I just need to have someone just, slap me around, tell me to wake up and get back on track. All right, I'm Ryan Nickel coming at you with the super long-ass winded one this Monday morning as I pull into the courthouse here in Yuba City. Get some probate deals. Peace.